Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I wanted to show you what I packed my daughter for her school lunch. This week, we only had 4 days of school since there was no school on Monday because of President's Day. So you will get 4 lunch ideas for a kindergartner. But really, you could use these ideas for a child of any age. So this day was on Tuesday, and for Tuesday I wanted to make her a wrap. She loves wraps and she eats almost all of it every time I give it to her, so it's one of my favorites to pack for her lunches. So I will be using a large flour tortilla. I like to spread a little bit of mayonnaise onto it just so it's not dry, and then I will slice up some butter lettuce, a tomato, and some ham and lay it out onto the tortilla, and then I will roll it up and slice it into about 1 to 1.5 inch slices, and then I will put it into her lunch container. I did want to mention that I pack her lunches in the morning, but sometimes when I know I'm going to have a busy morning the next day, I will make her lunch the night before, and then I'll just keep it in the refrigerator. And I have made these wraps before and put them in the refrigerator, and they were just fine the next day. They weren't too soggy. I like to put a napkin underneath the wraps, and when I make sandwiches I do that as well. It just ensures that it will not be soggy by the time lunchtime comes around. Next, I will take a cucumber, I'll peel it, and then I'll slice it up and put it into her lunch container. For her fruit today, I'm going to give her some red seedless grapes, and even though she's a big girl now and is 5, I still like to slice them, especially when she's away from me. It just gives me peace of mind. Sometimes when she's at home, she does snack on them whole, but when she's away, I do like to slice them. Next, I'm giving her some blueberry yogurt, and I like to put it into a container that she can open by herself without having to ask for help. For today's drink, she's getting water, and I rotate, either I'll give her a juice or water. And here is her lunch. We have some ham and veggie wraps, cucumber slices, red grapes, and some blueberry yogurt. For Wednesday, I'm making her some cheese sandwiches, so I'll take some avocado oil and spray it into a skillet, and then I will put 2 slices of whole wheat bread into the skillet and put some cheese onto the bread. You can use any cheese your child likes, and then cover the cheese with another slice of whole wheat bread. And then I will cover it with a lid and turn down the heat to low. Meanwhile, I'll prepare the rest of the lunch. Keep an eye on it, and when you see that the bread is golden brown underneath, flip it over, cover it with the lid, and continue cooking on low. For her veggie today, I'm taking a carrot, peeling it, and cutting it up into some carrot sticks. For her fruit, I'm taking a mandarin orange, peeling it, and taking all the pieces apart and putting it into her lunch container. When the cheese is melted and the bread is golden brown on both sides, I will take it out of the skillet and put it onto a cutting board, and then I will cut it with the heart-shaped cookie cutter just to make it more special and fun to eat. And the scraps, I will put them into a plate and someone will snack on them later. I know these cheese sandwiches taste really good when they're nice and warm, and once you put them into the lunch container they will cool off, but my daughter actually prefers them to be cool, so that's how she eats them. And then I will put some applesauce into a container which she can easily open. She has a hard time opening those kind of containers, so that's why I put them into another one. And then I will put a little treat for her. It's a little chocolate cupcake with no frosting. So this is her lunch for Wednesday. There is an Honest juice box, 2 whole wheat cheesy bread sandwiches, some mandarin oranges, carrot sticks, applesauce, and a little cupcake. So for Thursday, I'm making her some homemade chicken noodle soup. So I will turn on the stove, and into the pot I will add some homemade chicken broth that I made yesterday. And then I will cover that with the lid and bring it to a boil. And instead of noodles, I'll be using this elbow macaroni from Annie's. I bought these thinking that my daughter would like these, but she does not like the cheese flavor, neither does my son. So I like to add these to soups or just to make them with a different sauce. While the chicken broth is coming to a boil, I will peel a carrot and then slice it up, and also dice up an onion into little pieces, and then I will throw it into the broth once it comes to a boil. Now that the broth has come to a boil, I'm adding in the chopped carrots and onions, and then I will add some cooked chicken meat and the pasta. I will stir that with a spoon and cover it with the lid and turn it down to medium-low heat and cook it for about 10 minutes until it's ready. For her drink today, I'll just give her some water, so I'll fill her water bottle up with the water. And in case you're wondering, our water from our faucet is safe to drink and it's really fresh and delicious. Next, I'll be making her something like a trail mix. I'm just adding some pistachios to her container, some walnuts, and some semi-sweet chocolate chips. Then I'll mix it all together, and she likes to eat it like that. And now I'm just giving her some blueberry yogurt and I'm just putting it into this other container. Now that the soup is ready, I'm pouring it into her thermos, and I will probably pour a little bit more than half. And then once I pour it in, I will leave it on the counter opened while I get her ready for school so that it cools off a bit. And then once it's cooled off, I will close it with the lid, but I will close the lid in a way that she can open it later on by herself. I will check to see if it's leaking by tipping it over, and if I see that it's not leaking, then I'll put it into the lunchbox. For Friday, I'm going to give her these kotleti, and they're kind of like chicken nuggets, but they're homemade and they're a lot healthier. So this time I made them out of pork meat. You can either use chicken or pork. I will leave a recipe down below, so if you're interested, you can take a look and maybe try them for yourself. And then I'm going to heat up some angel hair pasta that I made the night before, and it has a creamy mushroom sauce. And then for her vegetable, I'm going to peel a cucumber and slice it up and put it into a container. I will also be giving her some applesauce, so here I am putting it into another container as well. Now that the pasta is all heated through, I will put it onto a cutting board, and then I will cut it up with a knife into little pieces. That way, once I put it into the thermos, she can easily eat it out of the thermos without having any trouble. Once it's cut up like this, I just think it's so much easier for her to eat it that way. And then I will scoop it into the thermos and close it in such a way where it doesn't close all the way. I will twist it closed all the way and then untwist it a little bit, making sure that it doesn't seal. When it's hot, it seals it so tight that sometimes I even have trouble opening it, let alone a kindergartner. So I will close it that way, making sure that she can open it by herself at lunchtime. So this is it. This is Friday's lunch. She's getting an honest juice box, some angel hair pasta with mushroom alfredo sauce, some applesauce, sliced cucumbers, and kotleti, which are like chicken nuggets but this time out of pork meat. So this is it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you found some ideas that you can use for your own kids' lunches. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate it if you did. And then I will see you next week with a new video. Have a good day. Goodbye.